Hi guys, it's Sarah from Book Nerds and Fangirls, and today I'm taking a break from my month-long Pride Month videos to bring you something that I really enjoy, which is a Season 5 review for Black Mirror. Now, I don't make reviews for Black Mirror that often here. I did a trailer reaction for Bandersnatch, I did a trailer reaction for the 5th season, and I also ranked my favorite Black Mirror episodes in order of my least favorite to my most favorite, and season 5 in a whole, I'm wondering if it was worth the wait. We had to wait a long time for this. Yeah, we got Bandersnatch, but as some of you may know, I didn't like Bandersnatch. I thought I waited so long just to be disappointed. And then today they released Black Mirror Season 5 only like 6 months after Bandersnatch happened. I thought we would have to wait until December again to get more Black Mirror content because usually it premieres in December or early January, but I was surprised to see that we got it in June, but we only got 3 new episodes, and I thought they were pretty good. I didn't like the last 2 episodes, episode 2 and 3, they were awesome. I liked them a lot. The one episode I didn't like was episode 1, and no, it wasn't because of the theme, I just didn't think it really fit the theme of Black Mirror. I didn't really feel like the storyline ended in a way that was satisfying. I just didn't really like it as a whole, and as a Kickstarter of the season, I thought this was gonna be a disappointing season because the first episode wasn't that great. I was all like, oh no, are we gonna have a Bandersnatch again, where the episodes aren't that great to begin with, and will I be disappointed in Black Mirror Season 5? Will Black Mirror kind of be like Game of Thrones and go downhill from greatness to like mediocre? I was just like, where's this gonna go? Am I gonna love it or I'm gonna hate it? And I actually really liked Black Mirror Season 5. Was it my favorite season? Not by a long shot, but there was some pretty great episodes in this season. Mainly episode 2 and 3. Episode 1, it was okay. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it either. I was just like disappointed by it. It didn't really feel like it fit into the Black Mirror universe. I thought we were gonna see some really cool stuff done with virtual reality. And that's another thing about Black Mirror Season 5. They focus less on virtual reality and technology and really focus on how technology affects humanity as a whole, which is what Black Mirror is, but it focuses more on the humanity part than the technology part, and that one was amazing. I didn't really get the whole, wouldn't say I didn't get the first part of that, but the first episode didn't really seem like it fit the theme for Season 5, which is why I think it was pretty, I wouldn't call it mediocre in terms of Black Mirror episodes. It wasn't as bad as what was that one called? It wasn't as bad as the black and white episode from Season 4. Metalhead, there we go. It wasn't as bad as Metalhead, but it definitely was up there my least favorite episodes. I didn't really get why they chose an episode like this. I wish we would have got more of virtual reality on that. And if you're gonna go with a storyline, in the first episode, do, a satisfying conclusion. I think I think the consequences of their actions was a little too tied up nicely in a bow. Unlike, the consequences of what happened in episode 2 and 3. Like, this one was just like, yeah, there doesn't have to be a really huge reaction, reactions like that happen. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, I wish, okay, so we're getting into spoiler territory, so if you haven't seen Black Mirror Season 5, I definitely suggest watching all of it, even though I didn't like episode 1. Some of you might like episode 1, but I wasn't the hugest fan, so it'll definitely be ranked on one of my worst episodes of Black Mirror. For sure, but definitely watch episode 2 and 3. I know a lot of people were worried about Topher Grace being on it and Miley Cyrus being on it, but I think they both did extraordinary jobs of the roles they were given. And Miley Cyrus in this one is pretty great, so definitely go check out her episode. Her episode is my favorite, by far. It might actually, compete with Nosedive for my favorite episodes of all time. But we shall see when we get more Black Mirror material where my episodes rank. So, this first episode, I thought we were gonna have more of a playtest vibe. They even had the little tiny machines from playtest. I thought it was gonna have more dire consequences, but no, it was just more about the whole... These two best friends, they haven't seen each other in a while. Well, there's no real passion between the main guy and his wife anymore. They're trying to have kids, but it's not really working out for them. So, after a year apart, these two best friends come back together. Now, in the promo or the trailer for this, I thought the cheating would have been done with another woman. I wouldn't have expected that it was cheating via virtual reality with his best friend. And, well, I am a huge supporter of the LGBT community. I don't support cheating in any sense of a way, even if it is virtual reality. In this episode, I just really wanted him to pick between the two, either pick his wife or pick his friend, but it ended with all of them getting what they really wanted, which isn't really a reality. It's a reality for some people, and I know some people could be in relationships like that. I just personally didn't really like the direction. I didn't know how his wife forgave him so easily. But somehow she did, and she's all like, oh, you could do this once a month, and they actually had a mark on the calendar. I have to go back to that episode, but I think the markdown on the calendar was July 14th, which is my birthday, which I found hilarious. I was all like, oh, did they just show my birthday? It might have been June 14th, but I'll have to go back and look at the episode, because if he's a July 14th baby, hey, I'm a July 14th baby too. That's pretty cool. But, yeah, this episode, I didn't really care for it. I don't really condone cheating, no matter what the cause or how you do it. It's just, and then, their deal was he could cheat on her, once a month with his best friend in a virtual reality setting where they're both a woman and a man, and they don't feel each other for each other in the real world. It's only a virtual reality world, so they made an arrangement to do it once a month, and once a month the wife could go out and cheat on her husband while he's cheating on her, and I'm just all like, how is that a win for any of y'all? Like I said, it's not my place, but at the same time, I'm all like, wait, what? But, so, moving on from that storyline, we now have, episode 2, which is called Yeah, I'm trying to. Like, I just watch these episodes. I only know, like, the last episode's name. Give me a moment to look it up. But I am just not on the ball today. So let's go to the info. Okay, it's Smithereens. Okay, so in Smithereens, we have the hostage situation that I was talking about in my trailer reaction, and yeah, I know this review is all over the place. I apologize. I'm just the tiniest bit tired today. But Smithereens was a great episode. We get to learn who this shooter is, what had happened to him, why he's so pissed off at the company Smithereens. We get to learn about the accident that he caused that caused his fiance's life, and it was a great episode overall. The acting in this one was on point. I really enjoyed it. It was a pretty simple episode. Like I said, the evils of technology, yeah, they played a part in this season, but it was more about like human connection this season and how technology interferes with human connection. And, that's pretty cool. I kind of really liked the theme of this one. I felt myself really feeling for the situation, even though this guy was obviously horrible because he was taking an innocent hostage just to talk to this one guy so he could share his story because he felt like he couldn't admit that it was his fault because everyone had just dismissed it as a drunk driver's fault while he was the one being distracted while being on his phone and ended up killing his fiance. And I was just like, wow. This was like a really intense episode. I really liked the acting from all the actors in this episode. I was just all like, ugh. And of course, it ends up with like him dying in the end. And that's another thing. Like these episodes weirdly abruptly end on random things, which I think it's just a Black Mirror thing. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, okay, that's a weird ending, even for Black Mirror. But I do appreciate this episode. So my favorite episode has gotta be Rachel, Jack, and Ashley too. To this one, like I said, I didn't predict any of the I predicted like what was gonna happen in episode 2, honestly, but episode 3 was my favorite because it totally went a separate direction from what I thought it was gonna be. I just thought it was like legitimately just gonna be the doll goes evil, or it was gonna be a demented doll or something, or malfunction. I didn't know it was gonna be what it was, and this one was like super great. It starts off with Rachel. She doesn't really have any friends. All she really has is her love for this one pop star called Ashley O. Oh, and during this episode, we also get Ashley O's perspective, and we also get Jack. I was wondering who Jack was gonna be. Turns out Jack is a sister in this one. But I love this one because it's more than just about the relationship between an artist and a fan. It's also about the relationship between sisters, what it's really like being in the music industry, like how much of it is the singer's persona and how much of it is manufactured by their managers or other influences in their life. And it was a really great episode. episode. And the thing about this episode is that it was the most realistic one. Smithereens was realistic. Things like that happen all the time. But I felt this one was truly the most realistic because the music industry is kind of like that from what I know about it, and I just loved the whole how they incorporated the Ashley 2 doll in order to save Ashley. Ashley, because her aunt was fucking evil, and I was just like, I love the ending to this one, how they just like run the van into the center where she's presenting Ashley Eternal, which, don't get me started on how fucked up it was to put her niece in a coma so she could use her creative abilities to make more songs, all the while not having to deal with the fact that she wanted to do her own thing. She felt like she was caged. She didn't feel like she was producing music that she really wanted to do. And I think this happens to artists all the time. Like how you notice that artists take different approaches to their songs and they stray so far away from what they originally were. It happens to a lot of Disney Channel stars as well. I believe it happened to Miley Cyrus as well. Miley Cyrus has tried different things. Selena Gomez has tried different things. Demi Lovato has tried different things. So maybe it was just, what it's realistically like to be a pop star in the industry. And how great was it that they actually got a real-life pop star to play a pop star. My boss, he was a little discouraged that Miley Cyrus was gonna play in it, but I think she was like the best part of Black Mirror Season 5, honestly. Then the other two girls acting in this, it was really great. I like how the Ashley 2 fans were there at the concert whenever she finally got to play the music she wanted to play, and they were like, oh my god, that was awful, because that happens. Like, some people will claim they're your biggest fan, but they're not really your fans. They like your old stuff, they don't really like your new realistic take. I feel like real fans will follow you into your music no matter what, because music is so objective and it's forever changing, and I just love that about music. Probably why Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2 is one of the best episodes of the season. Also, I really, of course, liked the relationship between Rachel and Ashley too. This girl who has no friends, she doesn't feel like she's fitting in anywhere. It was just like a really awesome way to go about it. And I like how they incorporate the doll in the plan for saving Ashley. I like how Ashley too just pulled the plug on her counterpart, and it's all like, hey, I know myself and I know I would rather die than be a vegetable like that. I'm just really glad that she didn't end up dying. She ended up waking up instead. And I'm so glad they stopped her aunt, and the aunt probably got arrested, and thank God for that, because that aunt was evil. It was kind of like, yeah, I get that you sacrificed your life to make sure your niece was a pop star, but no one really asked you to, and, this is probably why your manager shouldn't be your family. It should be someone who's got a business mind, but really you feel a real connection with, and, it should be someone you have who keeps your best interest at heart, and someone that says, okay, yeah, you want to try new things, let's find a way to incorporate these new things into your music. That's what a true manager does. It's just, after a while, people get so tired of the cookie pop cutter stuff, and it's just like, I really liked this episode. I really enjoyed it. It's probably one of my favorites, honestly. Okay, so there you guys have it. That was my review for Black Mirror Season 5. I know it was all over the place. I know I didn't really go into a lot of detail. I feel like a lot of people don't want reviews that are forever long, just going detail by detail about what happened. But if you want me to redo this review and go into more detail, I will. Well, possibly. All I know is that season 5 was, I wouldn't say worth the wait, but it was definitely something, and I'm really glad that we got at least 3 episodes in this anthology series. Here's to season 6. 6 having really great, fantastic episodes, because Black Mirror is actually one of my favorite series, and I love to see it thrive and progress and get a huge fan base, because I don't know a lot of people who like Black Mirror. I probably know one out of all the people I work with or see. But if you haven't watched Black Mirror yet, get into Black Mirror. It's a pretty good show. If you don't like one episode of Black Mirror, you might like another, because there's not the same cast, and yeah, it's in the same world, but like, it's great. So I will see you guys in my next video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and have a great day. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!